I'm Aviva, and today we're going to be talking about my favorite hair care and skincare products. Now, I get a lot of questions on my TikTok and my Twitch about what products I use, especially what hair dye I use, skincare, things like that, and we're going to be talking about it all today. I watch a ton of these videos and they help me a ton. That's how I found a lot of these products, and I thought I would give you guys what I use because I've done a lot of trial and error and I have figured out what works for me. Now, things that work for me might not work for you, but I love these products, and this is all not sponsored as well. These are just products that I swear by and I use every week, month, day, just depending on what it is. So I thought I would share it with you and see if it could help you guys. The first thing we're going to talk about is skincare. Now, as I've gotten older, I don't have a morning and night routine that is as extensive as it used to be because I work, I'm tired, I'm lazy. I just want to go to bed at the end of the night and not have to worry about doing like a 7-step skincare routine. And I have found a way to kind of streamline my skincare, so I'm going to share those with you. Now, the first thing that I use every single night is Pacifica's Wake Up Beautiful Night Cream. Now, it's technically a face mask and you can use it as that, but this face mask you can put on, leave it on overnight, yeah, and you don't have to wash it off in the morning. It is my favorite thing. Whenever somebody asks me about skincare, that is the first thing I recommend because it is my favorite product. It helps my inflammation, and I break out when I'm almost like a week before my period, and it is the only thing that helps me. It moisturizes my skin and pretty much gets rid of all of my acne like overnight. And I know that sounds crazy, but I swear on it. They also have a serum that I just started using as well. I think it works. I'm gonna recommend it just because I love the night cream so much, but I do use both of these products right now. I use the night cream at night and then I use the serum during the day. Now, since we're just on the topic of Pacifica, a lot of people don't like the brand, I've heard on TikTok, but I love it. All of their stuff works amazing for me personally. The other thing that I do use is their Acne Warrior Acne Fighting Body Wash. It works pretty well. Also, when I'm about to start my period, I break out on my back and like my shoulders. I know that's kind of gross, okay? Like, I understand, but I do. And so I've been looking for a body wash that can help me with that. I just need help in general, I don't know. So I just started using that and it actually works very well. Now, when I was younger, I used to break out all over like my chest and my back. I don't know, hormones, but that actually helps a ton. When I was younger, I couldn't find anything to help me with it, so I just kind of wore long sleeves, like not turtlenecks, but long sleeve shirts and like everything that like covered me up because I was so embarrassed by it, even though it's a pretty normal thing. But that actually really helps me out a ton. I barely break out anywhere there anymore, which is wonderful because I know how embarrassing that can be, especially when you're like younger. And then with me being online, like people are looking at me all day, and not that there's anything wrong with acne, but you know, people judge. Bullying. Stop bullying. But people judge, and that is what I use to help that. So I swear by Pacifica. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it helps me out a ton and it works with my skin great. But if you're gonna buy anything that I just talked about, buy the night mask. It works so well. It is so killer. And it is like my #1 product out of everything I'm going to talk about today. So other things that I use for my skin, I use an eye cream. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aviva, you're so old. Why are you using a night cream? I asked my mom and my grandma like if they could do one thing differently about like how they took care of their skin or like a product that they could start earlier, and they both said eye cream. And so I bought Clinique Smart Clinical Repair Under Eye Cream. Now, this is a super heavy cream, but I wanted to start early. Not that there's anything wrong with aging either, but I already have lines underneath my eyes when I smile, and I don't mind them. I think, you know, it shows how happy you've been throughout your life. I'm so happy. Now, I don't really care about wrinkles, but it does help my under eye makeup stay on and look better when I moisturize underneath my eyes every night. So that's why I really started doing it, because I got it as a sample one time and then I noticed the difference and I was like, ooh. So I put that on every single night right before I put on my night cream, and then I just go to bed and I wake up and my skin's all moisturized and it's super nice. Now, if I am feeling too lazy to do a 2-step routine, the one thing that TikTok has influenced me to do is slugging. Now, I use the CeraVe Baby Healing Ointment. I know, the baby one, it works, trust me. And I put that all over my face and it's super sticky, a little uncomfortable, but it works so well for moisturizing. I wake up and my skin is literally like a baby's butt. So I do end up doing that like once a week. I used to do it every day, but I got kind of lazy with that as well. But I switch in between doing the night cream or doing the slugging, and it helps out my skin a ton because my skin is very dry, especially in the winter. So when I end up doing this and my skin is moisturized all year long, I have really bad winters where I live, so it helps out a ton, even though I don't go outside. Now, let's go on to moisturizers for throughout the day. There are two moisturizers that I use. One of them is super cost effective, so if you're trying to save money, I recommend this one, but if you have more money, I recommend the next one. But the moisturizer that I use that's on the cheaper side is Neutrogena's Hydro Boost. Now, this is also another product that I give to anybody who asks. Even though Neutrogena is not always my favorite brand, their Hydro Boost moisturizer is killer. It's so good. It's not sticky. It like your skin sucks it up super quick. It's amazing. Even I told my editor to buy it and he did. He can confirm here if he wants to. It is my favorite moisturizer. Whenever I'm at like CVS or a drugstore and I see it, I'm always so tempted to buy it, even though I have another moisturizer. It is my favorite one. It works so well and so quickly, and it's only like 17 to 20 bucks, I think. I haven't bought it in a while, but it is wonderful. If I could recommend one thing that you use during the day, that is definitely it. It also blends in great with makeup because I put on moisturizer probably like 10 to 20 minutes before I do my makeup. You know how when you put on makeup right after you put on moisturizer and sometimes it like doesn't go together well? Neutrogena's Hydro Boost is the one that doesn't like mess with any of my foundations, any of my primers. It is amazing. Now, if you do have some extra money and you do want to buy something that's a little more high-end, I use Clinique's Moisture Surge. It's almost a dupe of the other one. It has the same consistency. It's gel-like. It goes great with makeup, but I don't know. I just bought it because it's more expensive, and I told myself that more expensive means better, which it doesn't. But I also really like the product. It is on the expensive side. If I could recommend anything, buy it from Amazon, not from Ulta or Sephora or wherever they sell it. It is cheaper on Amazon, and I know that sounds sus, but you can get way more for way less. But it is one of my favorite products. I do use it every day and it works amazing. Now, the other thing I use at night if I am out of my Pacifica night cream is the It Beauty Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep for All Skin Types Skin Transforming Pillow Cream. That's a mouthful. Now, this works well, not as well as the night cream, but when I run out, which I do quite often, I end up using this one. This one is scented. Now, scented things don't really go great with my skin, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, but it doesn't break me out. It works almost just as well, but it is more expensive, so I don't super recommend buying it if you're, you know, not trying to spend a lot of money on skincare like most of us are. But it does work, and if you are looking for something a little more high-end, it's definitely super nice. And if you're good with fragrance, it kind of has like a lavender scent, so it's good for nighttime. But it works really well. It moisturizes my skin. It does what it needs to do, and that's what we're looking for here, people. Now, the last product I'm gonna talk about for skincare is something kind of not niche, but not everybody's gonna need. I have eczema on my hands, just my hands. It's super lovely. It happens when I'm stressed out or when I'm sick, things like that. And the only thing that helps me is this Eczema Honey Oatmeal Hand Cream. It works so well. I've put some of my family onto it and it helps all of us. I love it so much. I use it every single day, and honestly, I haven't been having a problem with eczema since I started using it. I'm not too sure about the rest of the body. I know people get eczema on their face, on the rest of their body. I only get it on my hands. It's super wonderful. It's great. I'm having such a great time with it. But that's a problem that started literally this year for me. I've never experienced it before, and so I didn't know what to buy. But luckily, the first product I bought, which was this, worked out super well for me. But they also make a body lotion. I'm not too sure what other products they make, but I know there's a few more. But I found it works wonders. My eczema gets a little itchy too, and it stops the itching. Wonderful. I swear by it. So if you have eczema, I definitely recommend looking into these products because 10 out of 10. So great. Now we're going to talk about hair care products. The first thing I'm going to talk about is hair dye, don't worry, but there are a lot of hair care products that I use. Now, if you're looking at my hair and going, Aviva, why would I listen to you? I have not been taking care of my hair for the past couple of months, okay? These are products that I use, and whenever I use them, people compliment my hair. It's super soft, super healthy. I've been depressed and lazy lately, so I don't want to get into it. I'm also wearing hair extensions to hide the fact that I've been depressed and lazy. Don't worry about it, okay? Just trust me. Go look at my old TikTok videos and then you'll understand. So I have been dyeing my hair black for too many years. My dad has black hair and so I always like to match him, and I just love black hair on me. My natural hair color is actually like this brown, but I hate it on me. On other people, great, wonderful. On me, not so much. So the hair dye that I just started using. I used to use Wella's black hair dye permanent and that worked great, but it washed out of my hair so fast. And I know people who dye their hair black understand what I'm saying here, because as soon as my hair is like one shade away from black, like I can see my roots, or like in the sunlight my hair is a little brown, I lose my mind. It actually drives me nuts and it is my least favorite thing on the entire planet. So I started looking for a better hair dye, one that lasts a little bit longer and one that doesn't damage my hair too much. And I found this one online after doing like 3 hours of research. I finally found one that I'm actually in love with. It is the Igora Royal. Now I use permanent black hair dye, so if you're looking for something less permanent, maybe don't listen to me. But since I dye my hair black like every other month, this is the product that I swear by now. I have used it twice now and it stays so much longer. The only time I really have to dye my hair is for when my roots come out. I love it. It didn't damage my hair. It stays in super long. The only beef that I kind of have with it is it's very hard to wash out, I will say. So if you are going to dye your hair with this, definitely wash twice when you're getting it out of your hair. But if you are not worried about staining your shower or bathtub or whatever you have, definitely use this product. I swear by it. My hair is, I don't know how well you can tell in this lighting. My hair is very black, very dark. I love it so much. People asked me about my hair dye all the time and I would tell them Wella, but lately I haven't been saying anything because I've been trying out this hair dye, but it is good to say that I love it. 10 out of 10, best black hair dye I have ever bought. Now, I don't like to dye my hair too much because I already dye it a ton. So when I need to touch up my roots or there's like little pieces that are turning brown, I have just started using Overtone's black, I think it's like their hair conditioner. So Overtone has a coloring conditioner that I just started using. So I have hair extensions. If my roots start to pop out and if my hair isn't as black as my hair extensions, they don't match. So if I know I need to wear hair extensions for a couple days, or I just need to wear hair extensions in general, I end up using the Overtone black conditioner, and it stays, I think, for about 7 to like 15 washes, it says. It's something like that. And I just started using that, and that also works very well. It doesn't damage your hair. It actually conditions it a little bit. It's very good. I just started using it, but I'm very happy with it. So that is definitely something I recommend. If you dye your hair black and you get moody whenever your hair fades a little bit, this is definitely the product for you. Definitely wear gloves when you are using it. Even though it's only a coloring conditioner, it will still dye your hands. My nails were a little more pink. They're kind of actually, it's washing out. It turned my nail polish purple when I was washing it out, so definitely be careful. But it's definitely a really great product. I've heard a lot of people rave about Overtone and I just ended up starting to try it, but I love it a ton. So hopefully that helps you. So now we're actually going to talk about the things I use for hair upkeep, things to make my hair look nice, things to keep it healthy. All of this stuff is color safe, so don't worry about that. I make sure that all my products are color safe for obvious reasons that we just talked about. But the first thing I'm going to talk about are hair oils. Now, I use a ton of hair oils, but I'm only going to talk about my 2 favorites right now. I might talk about all my other ones in the future, but my hair used to be super, super thick when I was a kid. I just had really good hair genes. I still kind of do, but I've noticed that my hair is a little bit more dull as I get older, which is lovely. So I started using hair oil. I know a lot of people do, this isn't a new thing, but I started researching about hair oils to use and I found some that I love so much. Now, I cut my hair about a year ago up to like here, regrets. But I have been trying to grow out my hair for quite some time. If you are a regular viewer, you already know that I am trying to get my old hair back. It's hard, but I started using oils that help promote growth. Now, the oils that I'm talking about, or the one oil that I'm talking about for growth, I'm not too sure it helps stimulate new hair growth. So let's say you have like baldness, or like patches of baldness or things like that. I'm not too sure if it can help like grow, it doesn't help grow new hair follicles, but it does help the hair that you have grow more. Now I take hair vitamins all the time. I'll talk about that in the future as well. But the one that I use is called the Main Choice. It's their growth oil. I got it at the drugstore. I picked it up because I wanted to start using hair oils, and this one ended up working super well for me. Now what I do with hair oils is I put them in at least an hour or 2 before. I rub it into my scalp. You know, don't use your nails, use your fingers, and you rub it in, you brush it out, and then you leave it in. in. Now, this will help let the oil soak into your hair, give it some time to work, and then you're gonna wanna wash it out. So I do this on hair wash days. So I only wash my hair about twice a week to help keep my color in, and then plus my hair doesn't get too oily anyway, so that's just what I do. But I put the oil in usually once a week. I wash my hair on Sundays, so on Sundays I do that, and I leave it in for about 2 hours. I go and I do other things. I put my hair in a bun and I play games or clean or whatever I'm doing that day, and then I go and I wash it out before I go to bed, and I do my whole normal like shampoo, conditioner, and everything. Sometimes you do have to double wash if you put oil in your hair, especially if your hair is like mine where it clings on to oil. So I usually double wash when I do oils, but when I use oils, it definitely helps my hair a ton. It feels a lot healthier, a lot shinier, and it just feels better overall. So that is definitely one that I use. Now, another product that I use is for after I shower. I use Olaplex's No. 7 bonding oil. It helps me a ton. It makes your hair super shiny, super soft. It feels nice. It doesn't like weigh your hair down and look oily. Now, I only use like a pea-sized amount and I rub it from mids to ends, but it is one of my favorite products now, actually. It's just wonderful. Trust me, if you haven't tried it, try it. It's great. It is a little bit more on the expensive side, but I've only had it for like 2 months, 3 months, and it's like literally it still looks full. And my hair is probably like down to here right now, so it does not take a lot for it to work. But I love it a ton. It's definitely a product I recommend, especially if you're just starting to get into hair oils. It's easy. You just put it in after you shower, you brush it through, you're done. The last product I'm going to talk about today is the conditioner I use. Now, I'm using this one right now, but any conditioner by this brand, I swear by. I switch between which ones I use all the time. Normally I have like 2 or 3 of them in my bathroom so I can like switch between which ones. But the one I'm using right now is the Silk Express Miracle Silk by It's a 10. It is the best conditioner. Now, I spend a lot of money on conditioner because it's the one thing I really care about. Since I dye my hair so much and since I don't always have time to take care of my hair outside of the shower, it is one thing that is my miracle product, even though it's called Miracle Silk. It is great. It is the best conditioner. It is pricey. I feel like all of their conditioners are from like anywhere between 20 to like 40 bucks, which is a lot. But a lot of drugstores sell them. I get it at CVS or even TJ Maxx sometimes. If you look, they have them there for like way cheaper. Life hack. But it is one of my favorite products. It works so well. I come out of the shower and my hair is super easy to brush through. It smells good. It's nice. It makes your hair super soft. You know that feeling when you put conditioner in and you wash it out and your hair is like just super nice? I don't know how to explain it. It's the best conditioner. It's my favorite. It is the one thing that I will spend any amount of money on. I don't care. If it was like $100 and it was sitting there, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds reasonable because it's that good of a product. It's amazing. It's definitely something worth spending money on if you want to spend money on hair conditioner. So that is all I have for this video today. I know it was kind of jumbled. I've been sick for like 2 months and I'm very tired today. But those are my favorite products for skincare and hair care. Now, I want to do more videos like this in the future if I update things, and I definitely want to do a makeup version of this because a lot of people ask me that as well. So if that is something that you are interested in, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. But thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or any suggestions for anything else, please let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe and like. Thank you.